morning, everyone. Dear distinguished guests on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues and friends, on behalf of the ILSI Research Foundation, it's my privilege and my pleasure to welcome you all to the 5th Annual South Asia Biosafety Conference, a regional conference that continues to grow in size and impact every year. Last week, I came across a very interesting article from the Stockholm Resilience Center that promoted an alternative way to consider the Sustainable Development Goals that you see here and that you are all probably already well familiar with. As shown on this slide, this new model proposes that we progress from the sectoral paradigm for development, which has social, economic, and ecological development as separate parts, to a new approach where the economy serves society so that it evolves within the safe operating space of the planet. The authors of this figure, Johan Rockström and Pavan Sukhdev, concluded that all of the Sustainable Development Goals are actually directly or indirectly connected to sustainable and healthy food. This, of course, means that the sustainability of our production systems for food, fuel, and fiber are inextricably linked to development. We also know that these production systems are under significant stress, from population growth, migration from rural to urban areas, changes in dietary preferences and consumption patterns, on through to natural resource depletion, which is exacerbated by climate change and extreme weather events. What are the opportunities to mitigate or adapt to these constraints and still meet the changing and growing demand for nutritious, sustainably produced food? There are many kinds of interventions, economic, social, and scientific, but one that is considered essential is innovation in plant agriculture. This is where the South Asia Biosafety Conference comes in, as a forum for scientists, risk assessors, regulators, and other engaged stakeholders to share experience and expertise and challenges and achievements in improving how and what we grow, harvest, store, process, and consume. This year's agenda really embraces the role of biotechnology as a tool that has so much to offer for connecting innovation and development. This includes sessions on crop biotechnology in South Asia, soil and plant microbiomes, synthetic biology, and new applications of biotechnology with a particular focus on forestry and biofuels. Of course, a theme that threads all of these sessions and that will be specifically addressed in our first series of presentations after tea break is the role of risk assessment and regulation in framing how biotechnology is being applied now in food systems and how that may change in the future. That raises the question, is biosafety regulation a catalyst or a constraint to innovation and hence to development? We have 20 years of research and cultivation experience with genetically engineered crops internationally. This must inform how we approach biosafety risk assessment and regulation going forward, whether with the current approaches that we use or with the new technologies that we are starting to explore. There are a plethora of lessons learned, whether good or bad. All are instructive. We have serious challenges to address, and this requires bold innovation and collective action, not just in the scientific research that we undertake, but in how we translate that into impactful and accessible solutions that contribute to the sustainability of our food systems and to development. So I'm really hoping that over the course of the next 3 days, we have robust and rich discussions that really explore how biotechnology can be used to further our development objectives across the world, but particularly in the region of South Asia. So I thank you all, and I look forward to engaged discussions over the course of the next 3 days.